Hey guys, Mr. Wilhelm here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to measure temperature. Now, temperature is the amount of heat an object has, the amount of heat a liquid has, a gas has. It's the amount of heat in something. In order to measure the amount of heat, in order to measure the temperature of a substance, we would use this tool right here, which is a thermometer. Okay? Now, this is a lab-grade thermometer. This particular thermometer is made out of glass. And this particular thermometer measures temperature in degrees Celsius. In science, we use the metric system. We also use the Celsius temperature scale and not the Fahrenheit temperature scale. Now, on the Celsius temperature scale, freezing is 0 degrees Celsius. And boiling is 100 degrees Celsius. All I have to do is stick this particular thermometer into a particular liquid, stick the red bulb down here into a particular liquid, and then wait for it to adjust, wait for this little red line to move either up or down, depending upon the temperature, and then very similar to volume, make a reading, line up the little increments that are on the thermometer with the top of the red line. Now, that's a pretty simple process. Reading temperature is a pretty simple process, but there's a couple of precautions that we need to take. Number one, this is glass. It is fairly fragile. Whenever I'm picking it up or setting it down, I need to be cautious. Sometimes these thermometers have little triangles on them to keep them from rolling off of the table. This particular one does not. Therefore, I need to be cautious of where it is on the table and making sure that it doesn't roll off of the table. Now, in order to measure the temperature of a liquid, I would simply take the thermometer and I would place it into the liquid. And I'm being very cautious here to make sure that I don't put that little red bulb at the bottom of the liquid. If I put that red bulb at the bottom, touching the glass at the bottom, it's actually going to start to measure the temperature of the hot plate and the glass as opposed to the water. So I want to raise it up just a little bit. I want to suspend that red bulb in the liquid in the middle. Okay? And then, similar to volume, I'm going to get down to eye level. Okay? And I'm going to wait for this to adjust, and I'm going to take a temperature reading. Now, right now, as I'm holding this right here, and I match up the red line, it says that it is at 61. 61, that would be 61 degrees Celsius. Now, a lot of times we're measuring either warm liquids or cold liquids. Either way, we've got to be careful. We have a hot plate that's on, obviously a hot liquid. We want to make sure we don't burn ourselves, and we also want to make sure that we're not getting splashed by boiling water and so forth. And then when we're careful, we're taking this out, remembering that this glass is now hot because it's been in a hot liquid, and making sure that we don't touch this hot glass and getting burned by it. And again, all we have to do is follow the line up until it stops. If I leave this out, I've already left it out, I can see that this little red line is now dropping because it's no longer in the hot liquid, and you can see that for yourself as it continues to fall back to room temperature.